Alright, it is time once again for another edition of Goodwin Square, where people who mean well sometimes turn out real square. It is early morning here, downtown Hartford. And the doors are just beginning to open for the freight and the equipment that's going in there at the parking lot there. You see a number of the dock doors. They have just opened. These guys have been sitting out here for a number of minutes, and so finally the doors are open here at 6 a.m. here on an early Tuesday morning, July 24, in downtown Hartford. Maybe a while for these doors to open. Former temple, it looks like, from 1872. The Congregation Ados, I guess, Israel. It's for sale if you want it. These doors are not open. Which brings us to the story today here at Goodwin Square. It involves, ironically enough, doors. It was the summer of 2014, and I had just been recently kicked out of my apartment door in downtown Phoenix, Arizona, and out onto the streets of the hot, dry desert. And the shock of being on the street was sort of compounded by the fact that the street that I had left some, 7 years earlier to move into an apartment was entirely different than the street I encountered when I was evicted in downtown Phoenix. Okay, it was an entirely different street. Things that were normal when I was on the street previously were totally different. I mean, I knew a bagel shop when they had bagels in it when it first opened in the morning. But this was a different kind of world I was now into. And it was underscored, I think, one of many, by this kind of craziness of the streets and stuff, and of where society was now and where the society was going to go. I would find out in the next 4 years. It was a summer day. I was sitting in a parking lot outside an apartment complex in downtown Phoenix. And I was imbibing. I was having a few to beat the, at that time in 14, the hottest summer in Phoenix. So I was imbibing, and all of a sudden a pickup truck pulls up to one of the apartments. I didn't think nothing of it, you know. And this kind of middle-aged guy gets out of the pickup truck, and he goes to the apartment where he had just stopped the truck, opens the door, and he begins to unload into this apartment doors from the bed of his pickup truck. So I didn't think anything of it, and I just, turned away and went about my business, and all of a sudden, I just noticed that all he kept doing was unloading doors. There was nothing in the bed of his pickup truck but like doors. So I watched him and until he emptied the pickup truck, and then he left. I thought, oh, that's odd. I guess he's kind of like maintenance guy, or something to do with the the apartment complex, or something. It was like, I don't know, they're maybe had all the doors repainted or going to replace the doors. I didn't think anything of it. So I went back to my my bottle, and he disappeared. About an hour and a half, 2 hours later, he returns again with the pickup truck, again full of doors. So I said, okay. I got to. So I go up to him, and he's unloading the doors by himself. Okay, this is the second load. Okay, and before I get to his truck, I peek inside this apartment, which I think is maybe like a shed or some kind of maintenance kind of shack or something. But no, it is an apartment. And it is full of doors. Nothing but doors. And so I go up to him. I said, "Hey, how's it going?" He said, Fine. I'm there. You maintenance here? He said, "Oh, no. I just rent out an apartment here." I said, "Oh, okay. What apartment?" He said, "Oh, this apartment here. It's that he's loading the doors into." And I'm telling you, there is not room for anything in this apartment because it is just full of doors. And I said, I said, "How long have you been living here?" He said, "Well, I signed a lease about 3 months ago, and so far I'm enjoying it." Now, mind you, I am newly homeless, okay? And this guy has just leased an apartment to fill it up for whatever strange reason with doors.